Today I'm making a new card for my game Connobro Castle. It's called Flood. It floods the entire map, and for one turn, all enemies can't move, spawn, and take 1 damage. But you also can't play any cards, and the cooldown rate is set to 0, meaning you can't do anything that turn. First up, I made the sprite for the card, and at first I was just gonna make it like a sea of water, and I tried making that water shimmering effect that you see on water when it's dark out, and this would obviously look a lot better if I had a higher resolution, but then I decided to have a lot more fun with this card and make a giant wave going straight towards an enemy. I tried getting the colors right on the wave since that would really sell the effect and make it look like an actual wave crashing down. I also added some textures to the clouds so it's not a boring plain gray slate. I also added an enemy that was about to get hit by the wave. Unfortunately, like most of my enemies are green and just blend into the grass, so I had to use the spider, and I decided to be a little goofy with it and make it like super over the top shock face, which may have had slight inspirations for it, but it took a little bit to get right, and the eye count is not necessarily accurate since it is a spider, but I'm still happy with the result. I also had to make another sprite, which was just the camera overlay sprite, and this would make the kingdom look like it's, you know, underwater without having to make one that covers the entire tile thing, because that would be a lot of work. I then made the card object in the game engine, which is just, you know, writing descriptions, setting some values, and then I set the camera to have an overlay on the top. The code was pretty complicated, but I've done similar things to this before, so I was able to do it without too much struggle. This was my first time making a card that activates the next turn rather than the turn you play it, but I was still able to get it done. After a totally not rigged gamble, I loaded in the game, very luckily got all the cards I needed without having to rig it, of course. The card worked as expected, so it's ready to go. This is the second video in my daily card series, so subscribe for more.